Mark Bignell from Co-op Radio 100.5 FM and coopradio.org. I do a show called Radio Vancouver and also occasionally She Boom every other Monday, 2:30 to 4 p.m.
I'm Steve Bowl and I produce and host Ragbag every Friday night at 8 on CFRO Co-op Radio.
My name is New Dadoon. I do the A-Train radio program on Vancouver Cooperative Radio every Friday afternoon, and I've done it now for 33 years.
My name is Demi. I'm the Community Engagement Coordinator here at Co-op Radio.
My name is Molly Caron, and I volunteer as a host and a technician at Vancouver Cooperative Radio.
My name is Sue Malcolm, and I'm a co-host of In the Pines, which is a bluegrass and country and old-time music show.
I've been a big fan of the Folk Festival for many years. The first time I came to the Folk Festival was back in 1980 or 81, the third Folk Festival. So it was 30 years ago this year. This is the 41st.
I always come to the Folk Festival, and so yeah, I sometimes come under different sort of roles, but I'm just here as a participant and an audience member this year.
Well, it's a local music show, but not exclusively, and it's pretty eclectic. I'm basically a rock and roll show, but I'm not exclusively a rock and roll show. I do play folk, I do play some hip hop, I play some psychedelic stuff, experiment. I'm all over the map. I'm not just one thing.
Ragbag is folk music and farce, show tunes and satire, poetry and parody, a mixture of folk song, musical theatre and comedy, plus whatever other weird thing catches my fancy.
My show is nominally jazz, but it's very eclectic in the kind of music that it presents. So quite often a lot of the musicians and artists that play at the Folk Festival are things that naturally appear on my show, as they did this year.
Basically what I do is I do all the marketing for this station. I do a lot of organizational outreach, community outreach, and basically just try to get as many volunteers, members, people involved in listening to the station as possible.
The show called It Takes a Village. I've done it for 15 years. And it started out as a parenting show. It ended up as a soapbox radio. Civic, transit, food, education, housing. We talk about all these things with whoever's willing to rant and rave. I bring children on, and I play music when I don't know what to say.
She Boom, it's a women's music show, and it's just as eclectic. You can play punk, you can play funk, you can play jazz, you can play folk, you can play all sorts of stuff. And it includes local music too. Independent community radio is important to me because it gives people airplay that don't usually get it on the regular stations. And people need to know where they can see them, where they can pick up their merchandise, that kind of stuff. And we give them a forum so that people are more well informed about what's here.
Part of Co-op Radio's mandate is to serve marginalized minorities, and I've insisted all along that people with a sophisticated taste in music and comedy are a marginalized minority and haven't been served and are being served less and less by our so-called public broadcaster. So Co-op Radio is doing the job.
As you probably know, the commercial stations aren't touching any of this stuff, and it needs somewhere to be heard. So that's what we do at Co-op Radio. That's what I do at Co-op Radio.
This one is written for my people to remind.
Reaching out to the crowd, spreading the word about our station, and trying to get like-minded people to know about our station, to listen, hopefully to become members or volunteer with us, because we always have time slots available, well, especially right now, for new programmers wanting to help out with the station. And we also provide broadcasting training if anybody is interested in that.